just to take that third idea, and you know, I'm excited to talk to a group of engineers about this, is so, you know, I don't know if anybody's played around in bathtubs, but take a rubber duck or something in a bathtub, and you know, if you start making some waves in the bathtub, and if you start figuring out, even with just a rubber duck, if you start figuring out the resonant frequency of the bathtub, even with a relatively small, not a very strong impetus, you can eventually get the whole bathtub moving in that kind of sort of in one single wave. And I can't explain this, and I can't give you scientific backup, but I think that every single person, or many of the people that I see have achieved success in life, is what they've actually done is that they found a way to interface to the world in a frequency, and I don't know what that frequency means, but it's a frequency that resonates. And once you start feeling that resonation happen, things reinforce themselves, and crazy things happen, like Sarab calls out of the blue and says, do you want to come and give a talk at Google, which just blows me away. Or in the book, some people who came out of the woodworks to help me to, I'm not a great writer, I finished in December with a so-so manuscript. And then a friend came out of the woodworks who helped me to turn it into a really good manuscript. So that idea of sort of like finding what is the frequency with which I can resonate in the world, that the world resonates back for me, is a really fluffy idea, but I found it really powerful. And if we just go back to this idea of authenticity, so there was a certain period in New York, I call it my New York vortex, where I was trying to be a big swinging appendage hedge fund manager, and I was trying to resonate with the world in that way. And I'm a smart enough guy that I could do a pretty good job of it. And so the world started resonating back. And in a certain way, I got money into my fund. I got all sorts of, some good things were happening, but it didn't reflect who I was on the inside. And so I couldn't really be authentic about it. And I think that the people who achieve extraordinary things in the world are the people who manage to get the world resonating on the outside. And they also, that's the same sort of resonance on the inside. And you have that amazing statement by Mahatma Gandhi, be the change that you want to see in the world. And it's just amazing to see, I mean, he had that. So that what he felt, the whole nation of India was focused on what he felt about violence, for example, and he'd go on a hunger strike. And so, and people like that can become extraordinarily effective. So, and it's just an interesting idea, and I bring it up later that, so whenever I was not succeeding in the world, what I eventually found out was that if I sort of looked inside myself and looked to reorder or to do work inside myself, kind of the outside world took care of itself. So I hope I get that across.